All right, what to do? What's good, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Cultural Digest.
Yes,
As
sir.
always, I'm with my boy, Big Serge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's your boy, Colin, a.k.a. Mr. Hefty,
Oh, dang.
a.k.a. Mr. One and Only,
Oh, dang.
a.k.a. Damn, I'm fucking up on this top right here, but...
Yeah, but it's your boy, Sergio, a.k.a. Super Serge, a.k.a. Slap Your Mama 2 times, all right?
2 times. Slap my mama 2 times.
Ooh.
Pop that. I got that bug.
Popping champagne, boys.
You know what I'm saying? Saturday morning, just pouring up some mimosas. You know, this episode here is gonna be for all our new followers, new subscribers. You know, for the ones that really don't know us. Hopefully, we do have some people that know us that are supporting the boys. But
Yep, man.
we're really just gonna be talking about what came about this podcast, what led up to it. You know, how me and my boy Sergio met, how we got cool, and, you know, the stuff that we've been through over the years.
Yes, sir. What we gonna start off with? How we met?
How we met. You want to go ahead and start that off?
Yeah, so what year was it? Or how old were we? Probably like 15?
Well, it was the age of 15s, quinceañeras.
Yeah, but like what grade were we in?
I think it was like 8th grade. It had to be 8th grade.
No, but so what? We were like 15, or what
15.
grade? What grade were we
It
in?
had to be like summer going into freshman year or like 8th grade.
Okay, cause all right, let's.
Because you were going to Terry at the time when we got into that first 15.
Yeah. So.
And I was at Berry Bears, you know, Mesquite, Texas. If you know where the Berry Bears.
Yeah. So this is our middle schools. So
yeah.
It was Barry and then Terry. Those were like the most known
Yeah.
middle schools, you know, in our time. So we were both at separate schools at the time.
Yep.
And
it was a girl at Berry that asked us to be in the 15. Our mutual friend Juan,
he was like a cousin to me,
yeah.
And like he started surrounding me around like the Berry people,
mm-hmm.
and he was just like, yeah, my cousin's cool, me talking about me, and then so that's when I met like all of them, the Berry people and stuff, and then I don't even know how. I don't know how the 15 went about. I guess it was just a girl that was having a.
Weren't you pretty known of like for your like choreography
for
15?
Yeah,
so,
I guess.
Juan brought you in to like.
Yeah, to help
teach us
out.
some moves because, you know, I didn't have no rhythm back then as far as like bachata, all that stuff. So.
Yeah. So yeah, we were. Yeah, so pretty much I came to help. Yeah, I guess that's how it happened, and I went to help and like, I guess help how to like do the dances and shit like that, bachata and shit. Yeah. And we just went about it, and then that's why I met Colin. Or no, I feel like I knew you before then though, or I knew about you.
Well, okay, back it up. The very first time I ever hung out with you was that salsa congress that Juan brought me to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I let Juan, for some dumb reason, dress me for this, and oh my.
Yeah,
God,
and I remember, didn't you come to my house or something to borrow some shoes or something?
Yeah. Well, I came to your house to go look for a shirt, but you looked at me, you're like, hey, none of my shirts fitting you, bro.
No, it wasn't even that. I was just like, bro, what are you wearing?
Yeah.
I was like, what are you wearing? And then you're like, hey, bro, Juan dressed me up. He said, this is how y'all be dressing. And yeah, that was I don't know. That was so
I wish
random.
we had a fit pic of that now, cause
yeah. So yeah, well, anyways, at that time we were just acquaintances. We weren't really like buddy, you know,
we
like
just
friends.
had a mutual friend that always brings us around each other.
Yeah, and then so we would, how often would we like practice?
It had to be at least once a week. I remember that you know, time and like during that 15. We started practicing like a year before her 15, and I remember it being like almost once a week at her house.
Okay.
And it led up. I don't know if it was that long a year, but I remember it being like a long time. I thought, you know, maybe a couple months before we practice and get it down.
Yeah.
We were at her house.
Like
consistently for like 5 or 6 months, something like that. Crazy.
Right. So yeah, so we got to know each other pretty good while going to practice and stuff like that. So. And he would just crack me up because, like, he had no rhythm and stuff when he was dancing. So, like, I would just be like, Colin, do the little dance. And, like, yeah, do the little bachata. And, I don't know, who else was in there? It was you, me,
Juan, Caesar. Caesar was.
I don't think Caesar was in it. Misael was in it.
Yeah, Misael was in it. That boy Dimitri, Young D.
Was he in it?
Yeah, Dimitri was in. Or no, I think Dimitri took. Cause
he took my spot.
Yeah, he took your spot.
That's yeah. But whatever. So we pretty much just like start getting cool and like because we would see each other pretty frequently.
Yeah.
And then, but not even then. Even after that, we weren't still like we didn't become best friends yet. But that's how we initially met. Yeah.
And then once we. Because I'm pretty sure it was in middle school going into high school. So then once we got to Horn, Barry and Terry came together.
Yeah.
And, we started seeing each other more often, like at lunch and stuff.
Yeah, it was okay. Yeah, so when we went to high school, that's when like all the Barry and Terry people. That's when everybody merged.
Mingled,
mingled and stuff. So, I mean, I still don't really. I can't recall like how we started getting close though. Like, I guess just because we started seeing each other at school and we.
Yeah. I think it was just because we had a lot of mutual friends. So, like, especially like at lunch, you'd be hanging out with someone that I was friends with someone I was hanging out with or sitting with, and we would just always be around cracking jokes at the lunch table. But, like, there wasn't really many classes that we had together until we got to like senior year. We were in like that work program.
I think that was junior year, or was it senior?
I think it was senior year.
Oh, yeah, but like, how did I start like going to your house and like? Because I feel like that's where we start building
Yeah, that's true. So, I mean, like, my house growing up was always that house that everyone just came to on the weekends. So, either we were eating up all my mom's food, watching movies at the time, or, like, playing video games. And I know, like, Caesar and Juan used to stay at my house a lot. So, I think that was one of the reasons why you would come over.
Yeah, because like,
it's because I think it was probably like after practices at that King said I would be like, hey, I'm going back to my house if y'all want to come over and chill. And like, I didn't want to like, not you because I don't really know you, so I always just like open that invitation up to you.
Yeah, because at first I was like the distant friend, the distant friend. I mean, like, I wasn't like super cool with you yet, but like, I guess you would just start inviting me because I wish I remember like the first time I slept over, but.
Do you not remember the first time you slept over? Because no homo, but back in the day, everyone would just share the bed.
Yeah, is that when you sweated?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
You had like what happened? You had the nightmares?
I had like one of the worst nightmares of my life that night. I still remember the dream. Basically, I was tied up, couldn't move, and this dude in a mask, like had a mask on. He was just killing off my family right in front of me. I couldn't. Dude, it was the worst nightmare I've ever had in my life. When I have those type of nightmares, I start sweating. I'm already a hot, warm person, as you can probably tell. You can probably see me glistening right now.
Nah, you look alright.
So that happened, and I remember you and I waking up at the same time because I sweated out the whole bed.
Yeah, and I was like, Colin, what the fuck did you pee? I thought you peed yourself.
You're like, dude, did you just like piss your bed? I was like, nah, dude, I just had.
Okay, that was the first time because I remember like that was like my first. Oh damn, my voice just got my first expression up. my first impression of you. Yeah. I was like, oh, this dude peed. Yeah, he went in the bed. Like,
yeah, nah, dude. Yeah, that was definitely the first time you stayed. And after that night, I remember like you just laughing about like, bro, did you just pee the bed? I was like, nah, dude, I just had a bad nightmare.
Yeah, dang, that's crazy.
And he was like, oh, okay, cool. And then like, that was like probably first night over there. And then leading up to that. I mean, you stayed at my house. I was either at your house, you were at my house.
Yeah,
I was high school.
I would just come over all the freaking time, like all of us mostly. Yeah. But who was mostly like? Was it Caesar? It was probably Misael.
Yeah,
Caesar and Misael
those
would
were
come
like
all the time.
Main ones.
But I feel like I would sleep over all the time. Like we had so many memories out of your old house, the OG house, man.
OG house, 615 Darnell Lane, baby.
Yeah, man. That's dang. I don't know if you should put it.
We're gonna cut that out.
They don't know though. I mean, this is gonna be people from somewhere else.
But really, like, brought us super cool, where we like had that respect for each other. I don't know if you want to get into that.
Oh, okay. Well, was that before? I think of that time, that Sweet 16. Was that after or before what we were about to talk about?
Oh, okay. Sweet 16. I think that was before, or no, after. No, what we're about to talk about was before the Sweet 16 because I think we were really cool at the Sweet 16 already.
Okay. All right. So we're just gonna talk about how we like buddy, like best buds. Like this is. Have you heard the story? Oh, this. For once, we got our
fact checker over here.
Yeah,
Matt, my roommate.
That boy Matt, our audience right there. But have you heard the story?
No.
Okay, well, this is gonna be good for you. So So how I just like knowing about like age and stuff. So we're what 15 now, still
Had to
like
be
16.
Well, you were driving the Eclipse.
Okay.
So like, let's bring it to Halloween.
So I was driving since I was like 14 years old. So you know that's just how Mexicans go on. Be like, hey, go to the Kroger. It was like down the street.
Yeah.
And so I started driving early. Like it was like down the street, and my mom just started trusting me.
Yeah.
And but yeah. So how?
So we need to bring it to Halloween. When you we need to bring it to Halloween.
Well,
You're not gonna mention any names.
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to get to that point where like, what age was I? What do you think?
We had to be like 15, 16.
What year? Like freshman? Yeah, freshman
year.
Okay, so let's just say this was like my first love or whatever, or at least I thought.
My life.
Yeah, like, cause this was the first time I feel like I actually had a girlfriend, you know. So whatever, her name doesn't matter, whatever. They know people who know they know who it is, and so this was my first. Like I felt like we were going out for months already, and it was literally only like we only went out for like a month and a half, I believe.
Yeah. But y'all were going out during the time of the Texas Fair, right? So once you bring that girl to the Texas Fair, that's pretty like official.
That's official,
like,
yeah.
Y'all like gonna be in
the
long run, right?
Yeah. So I asked her out in the when we were at the very top of the Ferris wheel. Ooh, boy, I thought I was smooth, boy. I was like, yeah. Who was I with? Was I with you?
No, I remember seeing you. I was with a different group, and I just saw. I think
I was
like,
with.
We just like crossed paths at the fair. I was like, what's up?
I was with her friends.
Yeah.
And
that
then
makes more sense.
yeah. Anyways, but yeah, I had this whole plan like, we're gonna go to the fair and I'm gonna ask her out the very top. So whatever, asked her out. You know, it's my girlfriend now. It's my first love. So I'm just like, blind and just I'm 16 years old, and whatever. So we're dating, right? Whatever, and then Halloween comes around. Again, me and Colin are still at this point. We're still not super close.
Yeah, super close. We're like mutual friends. Like Caesar really brought me around that night of Halloween because the girl that Caesar was dating at the time was friends with your girl at the time, so we kind of made this like big group trick or treat trip around their neighborhood, right?
Yeah. So yeah, we were just trick or treating. Oh yeah, and then we went to Caesar's girlfriend's house at that time, didn't we?
Yeah.
Or no?
Yeah, we met there. Well, I rode there with
Shout
Caesar.
out my boy Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar Tobar, man. Our boy.
They were gonna giving government names, bro. Damn, bro, we were gonna be looking them up. You gotta understand, we talking to the world right now.
That's true. That's true. No, but
it's all good.
So yeah, I rode with Caesar, pulled up with Caesar there. We hung out there, and then I think either Caesar's girlfriend's older sister or whoever dropped us off at where y'all were at.
Okay, and I was already with my girlfriend.
Yeah,
at the time.
Yes.
And so we didn't meet up like together like initially in the beginning of the night. I was with my girlfriend and you were with Caesar and them.
Yeah,
and then we were in the same neighborhood, so we just met up and we started what we were doing. We were just walking.
Just walking, trick or treating.
Yeah, like
stupid.
I know kids nowadays, y'all just on y'all's phone. We used to do that. We used to just walk around, catch a vibe, Anyway, so yeah, we were doing that, and then so Colin and Caesar so we're all together, big group, right? And then where were we going, or what made us like? I was like, oh.
Well, we ended up like
the night ended, right?
The night ended, and we were like in front of your girlfriend's at the time's house.
Mm-hmm.
And then it started to get to the point. I didn't have a car, but I knew Sergio had a car.
Yeah, so I was driving illegally.
Yeah.
I had no license. I think I might have had a permit. Yeah. Maybe not. But yeah, I had a car already. Like I was the only one that was driving in the group at the time. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't driving far or anything. Right. But it was just like down my house was like close or whatever. So yeah, I was just like, but I think you needed to leave.
Yeah, I needed to leave at the end of the night, but like no one else had a car except you, and it would have been like me having. My mom told me, she was like, "I'm gonna take you there, but you need to find a way back." That was always the
okay. Yeah. So and then you know back in the days, like the best part of like when we were at that age was that like at the end of the night when like everyone leaves and you just with the girl, you fun to have like a nice little makeout session. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I had in my head. I was like, if I'm gonna leave, because like you would. Y'all remember that, right?
Yeah,
when y'all do that? Like when y'all said bye,
absolutely.
That's when y'all like, we finna make out. That was the best thing ever.
Meet up at the movies, skating around.
Yeah. So that's what I had in my head, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like a young, horny little boy. I was just like, finna make out. And so that's what I had in my head. And then Colin, for some reason, he had to leave already, right? Yeah. Keep in mind, I didn't bring him, right?
Yeah,
I didn't bring him.
You did not bring me.
I did not bring him.
That's a very true statement.
All right, so, but I will give it to him. It was kind of like a whole thing I did. But anyways,
So
it
gets to that point. I'm like, all right, I gotta go. My mom's blowing up my phone. She's like, where are you? It's time to come home. I'm like, dang. Well, I don't want to ask like one of their parents to take me home, but I knew my boy Sergio had a car, so I was like, hey, bro, Sergio, you trying to?
All right, but again, to just clarify,
but we weren't as close.
Yeah,
we were
just like I knew.
We were acquaintances. I was like, hey, Sergio, you mind, taking me home? And you straight up told me with the dead face, he's like, ah, man, I didn't bring you, so no. Which is understandable, but I was just like, dang, man, so like, what am I gonna do? I'm like stressing on my mom's blowing me up. I'm like, you don't think like even if I gave you like $5 gas money, you're like, dude, I didn't bring you.
I was like, Colin, you're not my responsibility. Yeah. Like, I didn't bring you, and then which I was a hoe for that because I could have just took you and then maybe come back. Yeah. But I was just like I said in my head, I was like, nah,
you got your own thing, your own thing lined up.
And then so, my girlfriend's at the time friend, like best friend, was like saw like the hole in me like the whole part that was like that's so fucked up. It's like, Colin, don't worry about it. I'll take you home. Yeah. And I mean her mom probably took you home because she wasn't driving.
Yeah, she did.
And then so that was left at that, and I was just like, I was a dick back then too. Let's just put that out there.
When you was with the girl, you was with the girl.
Yeah.
Sure.
So I was just like, hey, I didn't even think about it. I was like, hey, man. And then late at night, what I was wanting happened. So, you know what I'm saying?
Mission accomplished.
Yeah. But, so yeah, I mean, like, again, we weren't, like, that cool at that time, but that's just a funny story to bring up because.
But, like, fast forward.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Y'all, like, ended it, that same girl y'all.
So, it didn't end like that. She broke my freaking heart, all right? Let's just say, like, this is my first heartbreak, all right? I was fucking shattered, like, and again, like, I felt like we were going out for months already, but we literally went out for like a month and a half, maybe, if that. But in my head, I was, like I said, I was in love and shit like that. And then to top it off, that's when Drake came out with "Take Care." Oh my goodness, bro! Like as a kid, I was just playing that in my room, like I fucking hate my life, like listening. And I remember like the. Shot for me. Is that what the song like? Take a shot for me, bro. That I was just playing. I was like, "Fuck you, bitch!" Like just rolled up in my bed. I was just like, man. And so yeah, I had my first little heartbreak, and then so yeah. Fast forward,
like maybe like a year or so.
Nah, it wasn't that.
You think it was sooner than that?
It was pretty recent.
All right. Well, same girl.
Hold on, you got a little eyelash right here.
Appreciate that. The same girl, that broke my boy's heart. Me and her kind of hit it off, and I was
hold on. So this is like, but it was pretty frequent. It was like maybe let's say like 2 months. After, but I'm still dealing with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then at the time, I'm like, okay, well, we weren't as close, but I knew that she was starting to feel something. I was starting to feel something, so I was like, I need to actually run this.
And we were seeing each other pretty frequently though, like just because of the mutual friends. The
15s that we were in, class or school.
Yeah,
I've seen him a lot more often than I did when we first met. So we were building some sort of friendship. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna actually run this by him real quick. And I remember messaging him. I was like, hey, bro.
Did you message me?
I think it was a text. Instagram IM, or not Instagram, Facebook IM, something like that.
IM, damn.
And I remember just being like, hey, bro.
I don't know why in my head I remember it like it was in person, but it might have not been.
I don't know if I had like the balls in to say it like to your face, but so I texted you. I was like, hey, bro, I got so and so. Me and her kind of been hitting off, talking and stuff, but I want to run it by you. Like if you think this is gonna be a problem with you, I didn't want any hostility between us. So I was like, what do you think? And I'll never forget because, dude, you were like straight up like, honestly, nah.
I was so blunt.
You were like, honestly, yeah, I'm gonna have a problem with it.
Well, yeah, cause like I was heartbroken and shit like that, and then like that caught me out of the guard. But I ain't trying to. Now I'm not gonna say that because I ain't trying to throw her under the bus or whatever. But like back when we were little, that was pretty normal. Like you would just
bounce around.
You would bounce around and like date, innocent. We don't know. But like again, I'm thinking like, I'm fucking heartbroken. Yeah. And then and then he starts telling me like, like we're kind of like
hitting it off right now.
Like early stages, and that's why I just gained just so much respect at that point when Colin actually came up, because again we're kids, you know what I'm saying? Like who would think to actually that shit you do nowadays, our age. Right. And he just did that, and I straight up told him nah, bro. To be honest, I don't think I'm still kind of getting over her, and I wouldn't, I don't think it's gonna like run. Like I'm not gonna feel that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like I don't know. And then so I'm thinking like he's probably gonna be like, nah, well fuck you then. We're not gonna be friends anymore or whatever. Because again, we weren't like close. Like we were just like mutual friends. Yeah. So I felt like he's like, I'm gonna pick. Because again, we're young, we're fucking horny, we like hormones going.
Going through puberty or something. Anything with the.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like he's gonna pick the girl over me. You know what I'm saying? Then nah, the complete opposite. He was like, all right, bro. Like, well, I don't want to lose you as a friend, like over a girl. And so, like, like...
I pretty much just, like, ended it with her. I was just like, hey, I'm not feeling this anymore. I got, I don't know if I, like, went into, like, this is the reason why I don't want to continue this, but I remember just, like, breaking it off, like, right then and there. I was like, sorry, can't do this. So. Yeah,
so, I mean, he did that shit, and I was like, bro, that's, like, the ultimate, like, bro code, bros before hoes. I was like, this is gonna be a good guy, man. Yeah. I like this guy. And then from there, I mean, we just fucking hit it off.
I think... Literally after that conversation that we had, it was just like that's what really like propelled us into like being fucking brothers.
Like close. Cause I was over his house all the fucking time, and like all the time I would just sleep over and we'd just fucking just do stupid shit. I don't even know what we were doing. And
well, with after that, then I feel like our group of boys like really started growing closer. I mean, it was like me, you.
Hold on, before you get to that. I want to get to talk about the Sweet 16. So I feel like that was a milestone or like a benchmark for us too.
Yeah, that's true.
So like, cause I feel like that's when we were like brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Yeah. So there was this like, so again, this is like the time where like all the Mexican girls are having quinceañeras, and then like the white version, Sweet 16 and shit like that. And then so there was a Sweet 16 going on of this girl. Like were you actually like cool with her, or it was just an acquaintance?
We went to middle school together, but she sent out this like mass invite
to everyone.
Yeah. And even on the invite, it was like bring a friend. Okay. So she was like no like capacity. It was just like she wanted this thing big. And then it was. She said black tie event like.
Yeah, like dress nice.
Dress nice, like, and I saw that it was like in Deep Ellum or off of Commerce.
Yeah, that shit was a nice venue.
Nice
for like a little 616.
Bro, like me and you never been to anything like that before, so we were like.
I don't think any of us were.
That's true.
Like we were kids, bro. Like
kids, and it was everything you thought it would be as a Sweet 16. Like I felt like I was on MTV.
Yeah.
We pulled up in middle of downtown, like it's this like industrial building. We walk in, lights, like drapes everywhere. I was like,
it was
she like did it like all out.
Yeah. So, all right, before we actually get to the venue and stuff, so I don't know how, I don't know if I had an idea, we just pitched the idea, they're like, all right, so it's a suit tie, and then me at that time, like
King
this,
swag, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, hold on, like this is gonna tie, like, around with everything, because, like, I was all about swag, and, like, swag for one, the word swag, that was my shit. Like, like our emails, like my gamer tag on like Xbox or whatever was swag too hard. So like swag's my thing. And then I remember our friend Andrea, shout out to her too. She would call me swag, which I kind of miss that low kid. You watching this? Start calling me that again. Cause she used to call me that because I was just drip. Damn, what I'm saying? Before drip was drip, it was swag.
It was swag.
So anyway, so I was just like, bro, we gotta go all out with this. Cause once you start seeing the flyer and where it was gonna be at, I was like, bro, we gotta go all out. We gotta,
we were bringing each other. We weren't bringing dates, so it wasn't like we could coordinate with the girl.
Okay, and then it goes back to us being young and hormones, and we hone it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So we're like, so the thing back then, if it wasn't making out, the closest thing was we gotta get danced on. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get twerk on. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, Colin, so we started like scheming, like, bro, we gotta look good. We gotta like make a big scene, like not big scene, but like just
we gotta have it
like stand out.
Yes, we gotta stand out.
So I don't know how we came about. We need to find that fucking picture.
Yeah, I think my mom's got it.
We haven't had a picture, and we're gonna freaking upload it or put it right here. So we'll figure out how to do that. Cause man, we were fucking dressed. So I don't know how we came about. We came with this like theme of yin yang. Yeah. So literally, we were like the complete opposite. So black and white. So I forgot. I think I had the black shirt.
You had the black shirt. I had the white shirt.
I had the white bow tie.
Black bow tie.
And then
you had the white suspenders.
Yeah.
White pants.
Yeah.
I had the black suspenders, black pants.
Yeah. So
and then you had like. Did you have like dominant like black chucks with white laces on it?
Yeah.
And then I had white Vans with black laces.
Yeah. So like we went all out.
Opposite.
Yeah, we went all out. So yeah, yin yang. So of course we're standing side to side, like everywhere we're going, take pictures and shit like that. So we made a scene, like not a scene, but like
everyone could notice, like, okay, these dudes coordinated this.
Yeah, like they planned this out. So we were getting a lot of like press and shit, like, the girls, let's take a picture. Yeah. So we're all like, and our heads are like,
go ahead.
Yeah, like literally what we wanted to happen happened because we're like, you know what I'm saying. And then so anyways, we get to the venue again. It's like MTV, like fucking, it's nice, like
very nice. Food everywhere, drinks.
Yeah. We weren't drinking,
but
like some juices, some punch or something.
Punch, but it was super nice. Lit up like dance floor, like light up squares.
It was fucking lit, and let's just say we had a good night because we had all the girls jumping on this. Sandwiches. So anyway, I remember like. Me and him were like literally next to each other. We had like some like girls like dancing on us. We literally just swatched.
And we just like dab each other up while we were dancing.
Switch them off like nothing. And then we're just like, yeah. They felt all special shit. Shout out to y'all though. Y'all remember that night. That shit was fun. Some of them are already moms and stuff like that. But hey, that was a good time. That shit was fun. I love all them. That was good. And we had pictures. They had like a photo booth too.
Yeah, photo booth. So yeah, I think I got them somewhere locked up in this like picture album somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, all the photo booths. We can find those and upload
those.
Yeah,
we need it because those were good. I remember I had a picture where I was like, it was just me and I had two girls kissing on my cheek. You know what I'm saying? Player, boy. I'm trying to tell. Anyways, that was a good ass night. Yeah. So as a kid of that age, you got danced on. That's all you needed. Like and then from there, I feel like that's where like just the bond just got real strong. Yeah.
Strong. Yep.
And so from there, like again, we just I started going to this house all the fucking time, and we were just hanging out and just all the time. And then I guess that's when we can go into like the whole, our
the
little
Yellow Crew. If y'all from Warren, y'all knew about the Yellow Crew.
Well, okay, I think the reason. So we're going into that. We came over because at that time, all the middle schools like. I mean, it happened everywhere, every middle school, but had cliques and stuff. But for some reason, it was big, like, to have your own little clique, because, like, there was, what was, like FTB, like...
Well, in
Train Squad, yeah.
Yeah, it was FTB, Train Squad.
Everyone had, like, the little cliques, but, like, it was cool to have, like, a name and, like I don't want to compare it to like
posse, like just someone that you like.
Yeah, I don't want to compare it to like gang. We were like gang affiliated.
We weren't gang bang. We were out in these streets, to like causing trouble. We were just like a group of friends that were like, all right, we hang out all the time. Like, what are we gonna like?
Yeah, we just a name. So like, if you go to the parties or whatever, so keep in mind, we're at like a small town, like. So we're based in Dallas, but it was just like a little town, like Mesquite. Mesquite, if you want to look it up, it don't matter. But it was just a small little town compared to Dallas and stuff like that. And then like it's more of and I wouldn't say suburb.
What got around, like.
But I'm just trying to paint like the scenery of like the environment. Like it was like I don't want to say like white.
Originally, Mesquite, Texas was originally like an old country town that just got like that just blew up. More people started moving into it, so then it got more like. Suburban, your typical suburban neighborhood.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's not ghetto at all at the time. At least. The time, it was pretty like pretty nice area and stuff. So ain't really no gang going on and stuff like that. But going back, there was a lot of posses and stuff like that, and it was just cool to have a name for it. Yeah. And then so like whenever you go to the parties and stuff like that, and you see the group, the group's like, oh, that's FTB or that's, and then us. Yeah. So it was our group of friends, me, Colin. Ryan, Misael, Caesar, and then Eric. And so like, cause that was just our little friends that we were hanging out with, right? And then, we would just hang out, and then
hang out, go get food together, and then one of the big things that we used to like to do, honestly, that really started our whole YouTube stuff was we would just make old school YouTube videos like stupid skits.
Well, no, I don't think that's what started off.
Well, you and Misael, y'all.
Yeah,
y'all like y'all were the trollers.
Yeah, so we were literally trolls before troll was a word or whatever, or like it was a thing. So there was this dude. I guess we'll go. Should we go on that or keep how we were going? Go back
just establish that these dudes were trolls. and we would just make videos and just pretty much make fun of people. Looking back at
Well,
it.
no, because the video's still live, so I want y'all to look at it.
Okay.
So, all right, so there was this. So at that time too, shuffling was a big thing. Like the whole like
shuffle culture, swag, like
rat
tail off the skinny
jeans.
right.
And again, like me, I was about the swag and stuff like that, but like I wasn't into like the whole shuffling and stuff. Like I just thought it was stupid. Like my own sister was into it. She was actually pretty good too, but I just thought it was funny, like the dance move. Like it looked like y'all were just stomping on cockroaches and shit like that. And so there was this dude that went to our school that was like big about it and like that. And like again, I was a dick back then. So like he was just minding his business, you know what I'm saying? Like he was just some dude we went to school with, but he was big on that. But he would post like some sus
cringy. It's cringy.
Cringy and like sus things on Facebook because Facebook was the platform at the time. Yeah. And it just made me be like, bro, I just gotta make fun of this guy because that's the thing. That's what I would do back then. I would just make fun of like, which I was just again a dick. Like, I would just make.
Asshole, right?
Yeah, I was a dick. I can look back and admit to that because again, like we knew of each other, but like again, he was just mind his business. Like he was in his own lane. I was just like, I'm just gonna make fun of him because again, he would say stuff on like Facebook that was like cringe and whatever. So he posted a video on YouTube of him like dancing the shuffling shit, right? Yep. And then me and Misael were actually like cooler before me and Colin were. So me and Misael were like buzz, another friend of ours. We were just buddy, and like we were just like we need to make a video of like making fun of him, like of a parody, the dance, and he would just put cringy stuff on Facebook. And like again, I was just a dick, and I just wanted to be like, I'm gonna just start making fun of him. I want to make a video of him. Or like literally the same video he did, but a parody, and just making fun of him because I just thought But then again, it was a different time at that time.
Yeah, I feel like everyone had tougher skin back then. Like you could take it, and it wasn't cancel culture.
Yeah,
it wasn't like
it was a whole different time.
People actually thought that stuff was funny because it was genuinely funny.
Yeah, because we got away. Everyone got away with a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff back then.
So anyway, so that was a normal thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm gonna make fun of him. I pitched the idea to Misael, and we were just at my house, and I think my sister had a camera at the time, cause she just had like, cause that was before like phone pictures was a big thing. Like the cameras on the phones were ass at that time. Yeah. So my sister had like a digital camera, so those were like gold back then. Handheld. Yeah, she used to have like she would take selfies and whatever, and like it was just me home alone at that day, and Misael just came over. And I told him, we should just make it. We watched the video on YouTube, and we're just analyzing it, and we're like, bro, let's just copy this exactly and just make fun of him, pretty much. And so we just did it. We just, we're just recording on that little digital camera, and like just pretty much did a parody of the video, which is still live on YouTube. So I recommend, we'll probably put it down below.
Yeah, we'll link the.
Because that shit is funny. The bad thing is, the original one, like of him, I don't think it's up there no more. So, cause we linked his video on our video, so you can see that one first and then ours. But anyways, you should see that video just cause it's funny. And so we did that, and then we put that like on Facebook. So like it was just
anyone could see it.
Anyone could see it, and we wanted him to see it because it was just funny. Again, like we know each other, but we weren't like we weren't like talking or nothing. So he saw it, and then like when you're like trying to make fun of someone and you're like you want him to like get butthurt or something like that. He did the complete opposite, which pissed me off because he was all like, "Oh yeah, nice." He was all being nice and shit. I was like, "No, bitch, don't be nice. Fucking talk shit, man." He was all like, "Yeah, bro, you almost got it." Like
almost got it.
Yeah, like complimenting me of like the dancing, which I was trying to make fun of that shit. So he tried to go through that route where he was trying to be nice and shit like that. And I was like, "No, bro, I'm making fun of you." All right. So like. Anyway, so that launched like the first video we ever made, And then so of course our friends saw it, Colin and Caesar, Ryan, all of them, they saw it at the time. And against Colin's house was like the spot to go, like when we had nothing to do.
Just came to my house.
Just go. We literally just had nothing planned. We're like, just go to Colin's and figure something out. And then I don't know how we came about. What was the first video we did all together? Was it the Eric one?
I think it was the Eric one, because then we did another one with Eric about the two girls that would be on Facebook all the time doing dance videos, and we made a parody of that. So basically, Yeah, it started off. It was the first night we actually established like, hey, this is the crew that we're cool. We're gonna call it YOLO Crew. And we actually like had a dinner. You remember going to Joe's Pizza and all of us like went
locked it in.
Like we established like, hey,
cheers pizzas. And
this is like the group that is gonna be like.
We're family forever.
Family
you know
forever.
You know
what I'm saying? So. Yeah, we pulled up to Joe's Pizza. At the time, I wasn't working, and I was like, man, how am I gonna pay for this pizza? And I remember my mom, she blessed me with $20 that day. I was like, oh, dude, we going wherever we want to go, bro. $20. You got $20 for the weekend. You're doing whatever you want to do. And we all split like 3 pizzas at this Joe's Pizza spot in Mesquite, and we established there. This is the crew, and then we ended up like driving around Mesquite. And found this gas station. We ended up taking a group picture at this gas station.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
And then
it was kind of by my house.
Yeah, by your house. And then after we took that picture, we went back to my house, and then we started. For some reason, we just singled our boy Eric out.
Yeah.
And he was there with us while we're recording. Like, we're literally making fun of him in front of him.
That's what I'm saying. That was a different time.
Yeah.
Like, that shit was normal. We were literally calling him like,
a creep.
You're a creep, bro. Because he was just like. Again, we were young, horny, and shit like that. So he was always on Facebook and looking at the like girls that be like, "Oh, we're gonna."
I ain't gonna lie though, he was getting the girls like, like he was setting stuff up like, "Let's go to the movies with these girls."
Yeah, low key. But again, he was like good at like. He'll see like a girl's like, "Oh, we're going to the movies tonight," and he would like pitch it to us like, "Hey man, these girls are going here at this time."
You want to show up?
I was just like, "Whoa, bro!" I was like, and I don't know that part. I was like, "Bro, that's."
But at the same time, yeah, like our boy, like he had like the connections. Like, he would always put us in situations like, "Hey, there's gonna be girls here. You want to go?"
So yeah, I can respect that. But anyways, yeah. So we were just like, all right, we're just gonna make a video of you, like, just like making fun of like how you what you do and stuff like that. And he was cool with it, I think.
Yeah, I mean, back then we all dished it and we could take it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
there was no hard feelings because at the end of the day we're still boys. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
So like doing funny stuff like that was always like one of our favorite things to do, and just like. Literally getting together on a Friday night and like just trying to figure out, all right, what's the next video that we want to do, and then we would spend we'd film Friday night pretty much, and then we'd spend the all day Saturday like trying to get it to put together.
Yeah.
And I think like that's where like me and you like really started like to develop our
like the grind to like, cause everyone else like they were just like
they were in it for like filming. They just wanted to make the joke, but like you and me, like we really sat down and like pieced it together.
Cause if we didn't actually like sit down and try to edit it and stuff like that, no, it would have been done. It would have been posted.
Yeah.
So me and Colin were like, nah, let's actually do it because this is funny. And so we actually like dialed in and was like, what we were using was
I think it was like Windows Premiere. Like you had your old laptop, or I was either on my mom's.
It's not Windows Premiere. Was it Windows? What's it called on Windows Movie?
Yeah, Windows Movie Editor.
The most simple shit. Yeah, like the free.
Like literally like
software.
cut scenes, like one transition that you could put in there, and then like.
And then, but anytime we did like something, we're like, oh, we thought it was so clean. We're like, oh, you saw that cut, how it faded and shit like that. We were so hyped. And then, so yeah, I'm trying to tell you, we did it how we could. Like,
I mean, we worked with what we had.
Was it your laptop or I think it was
honestly, I think it was your old laptop.
I think it was my sister's laptop. It wasn't even my laptop. It was my sister, because I didn't have a laptop at the time. And like, I remember me and my sister, I would have to fight her to get it.
Yeah, for the weekend?
Yeah, I'm like, come on, let me get it. Anyways, so we would do it on my sister's laptop on the free software and just do it how we could. Yeah. And then we upload it on YouTube, and like that's what started. And we did a couple. We did
like probably like 3 or 4, and then like that was like throughout high school. Yeah. And then I mean, we pretty much fell off of it because I mean, YouTube money wasn't really YouTube money back then.
That wasn't a thing.
Yeah, it wasn't a thing. So like we were just doing it as a joke, as like
a hobby,
and just to post it. You know, like we weren't really like actually taking it seriously.
But it did get a little traction like around our school and stuff. Like people started seeing it and just like
that's true.
They thought it was funny and shit like that. So that's really why we were doing it. We were just like, oh, it's cool. Like, but yeah, we didn't really pursue it like how because looking at it now, we would have stuck to it. We'd probably be in a whole different situation.
We probably could have been established on YouTube if we really like pushed it, but life happens, life takes us in different directions at times, but even when it did, like we still stayed cool. Like especially like you and me, like throughout high school. I mean, we ended up having classes together. I mean, and before we know it, we were graduating high school. And we're like,
Yeah.
we're really about to go into this life thing, like
Right, yeah. So we just always had an interest in like we both like
creating something.
Yeah, creating like just so
whatever it was.
Yeah, we didn't know what yet, but we knew that we liked this. Or like this was fun, like and whatever. So that was all high school, right? So moving on from high school, you know, college comes, you know. We're trying to figure out what to do. Colin's trying to get into A&M.
Yeah,
Texas A&M.
For some reason, I wanted to join the cult of A&M senior year, and I got denied.
Yeah, man, I remember he was so down about it, cause he was like, bro, like he was so hyped when he applied. He was like, yeah, bro, like da da da.
I'm going A&M.
Well, no, you were trying to get into the.
Well, yeah, there was like a blend team. It was like
the
this,
junior one.
Yeah, it was just like you get into this community college, and then it's an automatic acceptance at A&M. But then like I took the visit to A&M, and I loved the campus and stuff. But then I was like, okay, well, where am I actually going to go? And I pulled up to Blend, and I was just like, yeah, it looked like a prison. It did not look like, it didn't look anything like I was like trying to be in, like I took the visit before I even applied, thinking like, I'm gonna get in.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the case. I got denied, and I got super down about it, and then I was like starting to bounce around to other colleges, and I kept getting denied. I was like, I guess like, I thought I was smart in high school, book smart, but like, when it came to like SATs, and that's where, that's the defining factor. Like, if your SAT scores is not up to par with these colleges, they don't even look at like, oh, what's the GPA he carried in college, like in high school, what was his rank, what was, what the classes he was taking. It was like SAT or die, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't do good on my SAT, so I got denied. So I ended up deciding, look, I'm just gonna stay home. I'm gonna do junior college at Eastfield and Richland for the 2 years. And then after I get my basics in and bring my GPA a little bit up, then I'm gonna apply to a major college. And that's when I applied to Texas Tech. Ended up getting in. Spent literally like probably the 2 best years of my life there. Met some great people, and graduated in 2018.
So hold on, he's skipping a phrase. So he freaking left me. All right. So all right, let's pause there on your part. So then me, senior year, I was arguing. I didn't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like. And that's another subject that I feel like we need to talk later on in a different episode is how flawed the school system is. Cause they didn't fucking help me figure out everything I wanted to do. They fucking just shut it down or like just like nah. Yeah. Like me, cause I was into the only thing I had interest in high school or like as a youngin like was like art, creating, like which is a thing now. You know what I'm saying? Like people are making millions of like. YouTube, whatever, graphic design, and like back then you were made fun of because they're like you can't make a life out of that, whatever. Anyways, again, that's a separate subject we should talk about. But so anyway, so I didn't know what to do because I knew I couldn't do that, or at least my teachers and everyone was telling me like you can't do that. So I didn't know what to fucking do. But I had my car at that time, and I knew I liked cars, but I didn't know how to work at them. Like I didn't even know how to do an oil change, which is the most basic thing you should know how to do. And I didn't even know how to do that, and I was just like, my friend Juan, the one that, just all goes around, the one that linked me and Colin together, he was like, he's always been wise, he's always been like real mature for his age.
Definitely.
Shout out to Juan, he got a whole house and stuff and everything, why, shout out to your wife and kids. Yeah. But, so he was always wise, so I would, confine to him and be like, what should I do, like this and that, and he's like, well, I'm about to go do this, I'm about to go to Eastfield because there was a program to be an automotive technician, which is, like mechanic, but it's just a fancier way of like automotive technician. And like I had an interest in it because I was like, well, I don't know what to do. I know I like cars. I want to work on them. And so I was like, so that's what I did. So I went to after high school, I went to Eastfield and did the 2-year program and graduated my associate's degree with that trade, like certificates and stuff like that. And so keep in mind, Colin is in Lubbock, 5 hours away. So I'm over here. So we're doing our own thing at this time, everyone's doing their own thing at that time. Just trying to figure out what we're doing, college and stuff like that. And so me and Colin, we didn't see each other a lot.
It was only like when I come in on break, or if like very rare, if like you would drive out and come back, or if I came back for a weekend. That drive wasn't worth coming back for only a weekend.
Man, that drive.
That's a 5.5 hour drive of looking at nothing.
That was fucking horrible. If you ever drove to Lubbock, you know what we're talking about. There's nothing to look at.
It's just looking at flat land.
Yeah,
and that's it.
And then the few times I would go, I would go right after work.
Yeah, so you'll be driving at night, which is
The first time I went, man, you know, thank God I made it safely because it was raining. Like, people were stopping because it was raining so hard because you couldn't see.
Yeah.
But like, I knew if I stopped or whatever, because I got off at 5, I started going over there at 6, so I had to go all the way to get there like by 11 when all this shit would happen, right?
Yeah.
So I can't stop. So I was driving, like my car was like shaking, like the wind was pushing. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
and that shit was sketchy. And that was at night.
Yeah, that was
And the day is not even better. It's like you just see dirt.
Yeah.
But anyway, so so we were kind of distant. I don't know how we managed to just still keep this relationship.
I mean, I think we just always knew it was like, we split it off and doing our own thing, but like at the end of the day, you're still my boy. And, you know, so I think that's what really kept our like friendship going throughout college. Because I mean, I think we always had the idea like,
there was pause on the relationship. That's a relationship, like our friendship.
Friendship. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So like, I think a big thing was like at the end of the day, they knew or you knew that I was moving back to Dallas. There's no way I was gonna stay out of Lubbock after.
I was hoping. I mean,
dude, after I graduated from Tech, I was like beelining it back to Dallas. I don't want nothing else to do with Lubbock. I love Tech. I love the people I met at Tech. But the city of Lubbock is not the place you want to settle in. There's no way that I was
nothing there.
Never fit me at all. But I enjoyed the experience that I enjoyed at Texas Tech.
Cause you're fucking guns up, man.
Guns up all day, every day, forever, man. Texas Tech. So yeah, once I made it back from Tech, you know, I'm coming back in. I got this degree, and I'm thinking like, man, I'm ready to get to this money, right? Complete opposite, man. That degree didn't mean nothing.
Oh yeah, let me chime in. So so he graduates. My stuff was only a 2-year. His was a whole 4-year, you know.
Well, I did 2 years at junior college and then 2 years at Texas. Yeah, 4 years.
So me right after high school, I did the 2-year program. And that was it for me. And then I went straight to the working, like straight to working, and 9 to 5 life. I started doing that right away. So I'm already working while he's still going to college, right? So I'm already getting the experience of working every day, sitting in traffic, you know, big boy job, right? And then I was making decent money for at my age. I was probably like 20 years old through 23, or maybe I was probably 19. I was pretty young when I started working. I worked at Audi Dallas, working on cars, some nice cars too. So so I was doing that. I was already working. You know, Colin's still at college. I'm working, and like, you know, so I'm doing that for 3 years. I was doing that for 3 years already, and then he finally graduates. And that's when he comes back, and then that's when he's coming back thinking like, oh, I got this degree, I'm finna get a job like that.
Yeah, like that. And it wasn't the case. Your boy got humbled real quick. I mean, the job hunt is seriously tough.
He had a real time too. Like he was like, just like everyone was trying to figure it out.
I was trying to figure out what I was interested in, what I was trying to do, and your boy was an Uber driver for like a solid like 6 months, really. Yeah. Like 6 months of solid, like waking up at 6 a.m. getting out there and like just driving people back and forth from the airport to hotels. Like, I mean, I was doing the Uber driver grind for 6 months. Yeah. I was sleeping on my boy Matt and my boy Marx's couch, like literally like 3 times a week because they were in the prime spot location for Ubering. So I was sleeping on their couch, like trying to like just grind it out, just like make what I needed to make to pay my bills and give me time to figure out what exactly I wanted to do. And I mean, it was a very, very humbling experience for me because I'm thinking like, okay, well, I got my college degree, so like this is gonna be cake. Like I'm gonna go back to Dallas, I'm gonna get a job like that. No,
and it was not like that. And it wasn't rough on him because you know, as a friend too, like seeing your boy like all down, like stressed out, like he was just like, damn, dude, like I don't know this and that. You know, I'm already trying to like, nah, bro, you know, this is temporary. Like you'll get something. And
you know, something finally stuck. My boy Marcus, he put me in contact with his dad. Shout out my boy Marcus. He put me in contact with his dad. Now I'm still working for his dad as an assistant in construction. We build apartment complexes. I'm not gonna get into it, but just know I build apartment complexes for a living.
So Colin now is in like the stage where I was in. We're making you know big boy money and like you know stable jobs, this and that. Yeah. So going back to me. So at 23 years old, like for my 3rd year of doing that already, keep in mind that job place, like just the environment, the energy was horrible. Like negative, fucking, just everyone's just bitching. Like it was just a bad vibe. Even the OGs that were there, just this old man that works there, had worked there for like 20 plus years. He does not have a kid. Kids, does not have a wife. Is literally
Just
work.
works.
Yeah, just work. And he even told me like early when I started working there, he's like, get the fuck out of here. And I was like, and that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the fuck? If this dude has been here that has no kids, no wife, is telling me to leave, and like, I don't know. I just like, for one, okay, keep in mind, I've always been like creative and like, you know, I always want to create and I like, you know, dressing nice, fashion, you know, music. Like, I've just always been like that. So I'm at work, right? I'm doing this for 3 years already, you know, and then like towards like the second year, I'm already like, or not even, maybe like a year and a half, I'm already like, damn, this is not what I want to do for the rest of my life. Like, this not me, you know, like no disrespect to people that do that, like my boy Caesar, he's still doing it, he's still trying to figure out, but he just got an opportunity, you know, to go to Arizona for it, you know what I'm saying, he's about to get paid even more, and shout out to Caesar again, because, you know, he's making moves too, you know, but again, some people are made for it, some people are not me, like again, I just wasn't fit for it, again, I do like working on cars and stuff like that, but I like working
More of like a hobby.
yeah,
like
my personal car. I don't want someone nagging at me like, hey, fucking get this done at this time, blah, blah, blah. It just wasn't for me, right?
Yeah.
So I decided to just, before I leap to that. So I was trying to figure out what's my thing? What do I like to do? What can I do? You know, like, cause I always believe, even when I didn't know what I wanted to do, I did know I wanted to be an entrepreneur, like just own my own business somewhat. So going into college doing that, I was thinking, this was my plan. I was gonna work on cars, collect money, and work there for, you know, learn the business, and then go off and have my own like tire shop or something, you know. So I'm just, you know, something simple. But being young and dumb, I didn't do none of that. I didn't save no fucking money.
Yeah.
I
mean, bro, paychecks used to just fly.
Yeah, like, and then and you're young, making good money.
Yeah.
Like I live for the weekend. Like that, literally, I would just bust my ass during the week. You know what I'm saying? Just look forward to the weekend, and like I was just trying to get fucking bitches. You know, get laid. You know what I'm saying? Get drunk.
Clothes,
like
shoes,
clothes.
hats,
Like did not save no money, and so you know. It ain't go nowhere with me doing that, and then so like I finally like realized that and was like, alright, I need to get out of here for one, because towards the end of my years working there, I wasn't even making, because there you don't get paid, you get paid by the job, so you got to put in the work. You know, I can't just be there and get paid. Like if I'm not knocking out jobs, then I wasn't getting paid. So I started not even making like a lot of money, because I was like clocking in like 20 hours a week, you know, and I'm there like probably like 50 hours a week plus. Like actually in the establishment. And so I was like, I need to get out of here because I'm just wasting time. You know, I'm only getting older, and I'm not making money anymore, because my mindset is not here anymore. I don't want to do this. Yeah. So I started figuring out.
But like Ryan though, our boy Ryan, he had a big part of like just getting you to get that push.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Ryan, for sure. Because Ryan's always been. He's you know like the same mindset as me. You know, for a lot of us, like he's just like his own boss, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? He figured it out, and he was doing his thing, and he was a big part of it, because I would like confide in him and was like, bro, I don't want to do this anymore. Like, what can I do? I'm trying to figure out what can I do, and so I was still at work trying to figure it out. And I'll be texting him. I'm looking at YouTube videos, and I'm just trying to dial in and like, what do I like? Like, what can I do? And then it just goes back to, you know, back when I was a kid, I was always swag and this and that. Like, I know I like fashion. I like dressing nice, like, you know, this and that. But not just dressing nice. I'm a bargain shopper. Yeah. I like, boy, I'm talking
a lot about that, man. This dude will find a deal, a discount, anywhere you need to find it, he will find it for you.
Like the cheap version of anything, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? That was just my thing, because I just grew up like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely.
And I grew up like. You know, my mom always told me as a little, like, she would take me to the secondhand stores, you know, like the thrift stores and stuff like that, because we couldn't afford to like buy new shit and whatever. And like my mom always tell me like, shush, like don't say where you get your clothes and this and that. And like it's crazy, because now it's a thing, like it's cool to do that shit now. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, so Ryan, you know, helped me out. Like I was just bouncing ideas off him, and I asked him, I was like, what do you see me doing? Like, what can you see me doing on my own? And he was just like, I mean, some in fashion. You like, you know, dressing and this and that. And so now I know, okay, so that has to do something with that. And I start figuring out. And then like, I mean, at that time I would go to thrift stores all the time, like just to get like personal items for myself, you know. So I just like the, you know, the vintage stuff, you know, I just like it. And I don't know how I just discovered this whole community. Like there was a whole community of people doing this like full time, like making a living out this shit, like reselling like vintage clothes and like. I just discovered, I was like, holy freaking balls, and it just clicked in my head. Like I was like, this is what I want to fucking do.
Yeah.
And like, so now I know what I want to do, and then I just started thinking, like, start brainstorming like the name, like what I want the name, like what, you know what I'm saying? I just need to start Instagram page and just start posting stuff and whatever. And then again with, I had a group message with Ryan and Jocelyn, his girlfriend, and like we were just pitching. Like I would just throw out names. They'll be like, yay, name, and like I don't know. I came up with the name Obsolete. Shout out Obsolete Streetwear. You know what I'm saying? Go follow that right now. You know that drip for less.
Yes, sir.
I came up with the name because obsolete. If you know what that means, it means like something that's like outdated or like just old, pretty much, right? And then the thing is, shout out to all the vintage resellers and stuff like that. But I just noticed that everybody's name had vintage in it. Yeah. It would be like throwback vintage, whatever vintage. And I didn't want to be stuck in that because honestly, when I go hunting and stuff for clothes and stuff like that, and if it catches my eye, even if it's not vintage, if it's newer.
Yeah, because you're more like you do streetwear.
Yeah.
But you specialize in vintage though.
Right. So I didn't want to be stuck in like boxed in and be like, yeah, I can only sell vintage. I want to sell other shit or like
what you think is like looks good.
Looks good, and I can sell to my people like for a good price.
Yeah.
Because that's my whole thing. Again, I'm a bargain shop. I want people to save money and like So that's how I came with streetwear. I just fused the two. I was like obsolete streetwear. So it's like pretty much like vintage and modern clothes. You know what I'm saying? So that's how it came about. So that's how the page came about, and like I literally. And then there was a time with Ryan, he called me and he just came from like I don't know what you would call it, like a mastermind.
Expo or something?
Yeah, like an expo type
conference type deal?
Yeah, well, what he was doing, like flipping houses and stuff like that. And like he was just like inspired and motivated, and he just randomly gave me a call one time. I'm still working in Outer Dallas, and I was like, look, bro, like I know you don't want to do that job anymore, and you're just wasting time. And like I just want you to know, like he just motivated the fuck out of me. He has a big part of why I fucking leaped into doing it. And he was just like, honestly, bro, I just want winners in my circle. And like he pretty much like I want to say like threatened me, but like kind of too. It was like if you don't quit like in the next couple months or whatever, because I know like as a friend, I know you don't want to do that anymore. Yeah. And like he's like I don't think like I can be around you anymore. Like be friends pretty much, because like. I know you don't want to do that, and I don't like as a friend seeing you like suffer and stuff like that, and it's just like messing up his energy and blah blah blah. And I don't know, that just touched me. I was like, God damn, like that's crazy.
Start making some.
Yeah,
some
and
moves,
so so I was just like, damn, well he's right. And literally like a couple months later, I was like, I created the page, and like with the money I had in the bank or whatever, which was not a lot. Let's just say that again, because I was not saving or anything. Yeah, it was a good amount, but not a lot. You know what I'm saying? To just. Anyways, so I mean, I just like fuck it. I didn't apply for another job or anything. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna. So I'm already doing this on the side, right?
Yeah. So you basically just like told yourself like the 9 to 5 is just not for you.
I was like, this is not for me. I can't do this. I respect everyone that does it and everything. Nothing's wrong with it. It works with some people, but like again, everyone's different. And it was literally, again, my mindset is different. Like it wasn't for me. Yeah. So I was just like. Took a big risk, and it was just like, okay, I'm fucking, because again, like, I was just wasting time there. I was not even making money. Right. Like, I was 15, 20 hours a week. Like, I'm just wasting time. I was like, I'm going to put in all this time I'm putting in here into my shit. And so I literally quit maybe like a month or two later after we had that conversation with me and Ryan. And I did that shit for a whole year, like, full time, like, just off the money I had or whatever. And then my shit started building up and stuff like that. And I mean, it's still not like fucking huge, but I'm not, I'm talking like it's fucking huge.
But you built it from the ground up.
Yeah.
Like, so the dirt to now where it's at.
Yeah, it's definitely off the ground now. You know what I'm saying? I'm blessed for that, and big things are coming. Not to sound cliche, but so that's where I'm at now. Yeah. I'm still doing that, and I'm aiming to have a store here soon, and that's my main goal is to have a store, because again, I just want to be. That's what I love to do. Like I like providing people with clothes for a good price, and like that's just my thing. I like seeing the.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I haven't been to a retail store to buy a shirt or anything in like a shirt or a hat.
Yeah.
I'll take back the hat. I'll probably buy some fitted hats, but I'm talking about apparel. As far as shirts, I haven't bought a shirt from a retail store in literally probably 2 years.
Yeah, I mean,
because of this guy's his pricing, he knows what's in and what's out, and he has variety of what he keeps up with the trends.
Right. Yeah.
And that's something that like a lot of people don't know. Like most people just buy vintage just to buy vintage, but like this dude buys streetwear that's like, even if it's not vintage, if you rock this, people are gonna give you compliments. Like,
yeah, like I know
he has an eye for it for sure.
Right. Yeah. His collection now, or like his clothes. I love coming here and just like when I use the restroom and like I see all, I'm just like, damn, it's so clean. Yeah. But so yeah, I mean, I fucking blabbered a lot about that, but that's where I'm at now.
That's where you're at.
Colin, he's at a stable job.
Yep, I'm at a stable job right now.
He's with that stable job. He's been able to finally, he has a good ass camera. You know what I'm saying? Like he just got his whole.
Basically, So basically, like I got this job, but I've always had it back in my mind that like videography has been something that I've been passionate about for a long time. I got my first GoPro my senior year of high school, and that's literally what I used to just record everything on and go on iMovie and just like throw clips together. Like videography for some reason has been a passion of mine and a hobby of mine for a very long time. And now that I am, able and I got the resources to invest more into it, with this job that I have, I finally have announced that I have my own video production, kind of video service, whatever you want to call it. Like I am now a videographer on the side. Visuals by Kaila Hiva. Kaila Hiva is my Hawaiian name. If y'all didn't know that I wasn't, what I'm saying, we're gonna drop it all in the description below. But this has been something that I've been wanting for a very long time, and without Sergio's motivation, Ryan, the whole crew's motivation, because they've always told me like, dude, you have something in this, but we can't force you to get into it. It's got to be your own decision. So like me personally, I always have to have stuff set in place before I make the jump.
Yeah. And
that's where like you come in. He was like, dude, just do it. I'm like, dude, I can't do it until I have this, until I have this, until I have this. And then so he was like, all right, well that's your system. That's how you want to do it. So he always motivated me. All right, you got this now. So what are we doing to get to this next step? So you pretty much have been there to like get me to that next step. And now that I'm finally here, I finally announced it. I mean, that's just where we're at now.
Yeah,
like, I have like the resources now to back my hobby and my passion. Like, I mean, the dream would be to like quit my job that I'm at now and pursue this full time. Yes. But I mean, I'm brand new, so I have to establish myself and get to that point. But getting to that point, I mean, it was a big step for me because I needed to, get, the way that I work, I had to get to those steps. And now that I'm there at the final step and it's out there now, like I can do it on the side professionally. And I mean, that's just pretty much where we're at now. I mean, it's like through all that stuff.
So that's just a little background of how we became friends and like where we're at now. Yeah. And like with all that, we always had it like again. We always would tell each other like we need to
create something.
Yeah, we need to start. Like because the conversations we have, that y'all hopefully y'all see now. Yeah. But like behind doors, like we would always have good conversations, and we would just like start. I mean, everyone sees that podcasts are in right now, and we were just always like, bro, we need to just record us. Just record us talking like how we are right now, and just we just feel like it's good content. We feel like we can provide value out to y'all and like entertainment, funny laughs,
And then like through this whole podcast stuff, like we're not going to just strictly just limit us to podcasts. Like we're going to be going from podcasts to mukbangs to reactions. Like if an album's coming out, we're gonna be doing a whole bunch of stuff on this channel.
We want to bring guests in, people that have their side business or whatever, or just our friends, just to just maybe one day we'll just get freaking drunk and just see how it comes about. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. We're just having fun with it. We wanted it to go somewhere. So we'll appreciate all the support we get. The shares, the likes. But
I mean, this has been something that's been in the books for a long time, and now that like both me and you are in that same position to where like, okay, we could actually like do this for real on the side and still keep up with what we got going on in real life.
Yeah. So
this is why this has been a long time coming, and just we wanted to do this first episode, especially just to celebrate us getting to this point, and whatever new followers, new subscribers, whatever we got coming, new people coming in that don't know us already. We wanted us to do this episode just to give y'all our backstory, how we became friends, how this came about, and I mean, this is where we're at now, and so we're just looking forward to the future and see what else has got, what else we got cooking.
Yeah. So I mean, and we set goals and stuff. So like, this is why we wanted to make this video right away, and just like, so we're trying to be accountable, and like, this is gonna be a whole year thing. We want to see from a year from now where we're at now, because we want to continue doing it and just grow. And I know at the beginning it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough around the edges. You know what I'm saying? Just work with us. Like, it's weird talking to a camera.
Yeah,
like,
it is. It's definitely something that like me and you definitely have to get used to. But I think with more practice and more doing these episodes, it's gonna get so much easier. So yeah.
But again, I mean, we just want to make the, I want to say small, because this is probably gonna be like an hour long.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lengthy video. We were trying to limit ourselves to 15 to 20 minutes, but we exceeded that immensely. So, man, we're both excited about this journey. We're proud. I mean, honestly, I'm proud of us for actually like doing it.
Yeah.
Now. We used to talk about it like, look, we need to do this.
Yeah.
But we're actually sitting here and we're doing it now. So
yeah, man.
But this is, hey, bro.
Shout out to us. Shout out to Matt.
Shout out to Matt, our fact checker, our audience today.
Yeah, our audience, our first one to witness the first episode.
Yeah, first episode.
Oh, we never even talked about the name or nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. All right. Cultural Digest. I think I said it at the beginning.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I said welcome to the first episode of Cultural Digest.
Oh, okay.
But that's our podcast, Cultural Digest.
A quick little. I mean, why we came up with that name?
Basically, like, we want to dive into what's going on in culture. We want to,
fashion,
like fashion, music, anything that's going on right now. We want to give it to y'all from our point of view and give it to y'all to basically digest it.
Yeah. And we love food too. So.
Yeah. Hey, foodies. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe. We're gonna be stuffing our faces on this channel too. Like I said, we're gonna be doing mukbangs and stuff. So, we don't want to limit ourselves to just podcasts. We're gonna be doing a whole bunch of stuff, but like, we're gonna always bring it back to this, just like me and him having a conversation, just like a podcast. So
I mean, we'll just leave it on a note. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Shout out to everyone. Just tune in. Please subscribe.
Share. We're gonna link all the stuff that we mentioned in this video down below. We're gonna link our socials. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Yeah, man. That's pretty much it. Episode 1 in the books, boy.
With a cheers.
Cheers, my guy. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Matt. Yes, sir.